Hey everyone, thanks for checking out another YouTube guitar lesson. In today's lesson I've got 3 simple little easy blues shapes that I can show you to help you when you're improvising over a blues to capture some of the sounds of classic blues players like B.B. King, T-Bone Walker and Albert King, and many more. But before we begin, if you'd like to follow along with the lesson, if you look in the description box below this video, there's a link to a website which has all the examples we're going to be talking about in full notation as well as in tablature. Also, if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to this channel for future jazz guitar and blues guitar lessons and updates. Okay, so when it comes to blues, there's basically 3 positions that probably 80% of most blues guitar players use all the time, and they're really easy to play. We're going to be in the key of A, before I forget by the way, the key of A, because a lot of blues tunes are in this key and it's just a good area to be in around the neck. So the first shape, it's just sort of like the top half of the classic A minor pentatonic scale, which I'm sure you already know. So the first half, it just starts on the D note of the G string, 7th fret, then it goes to E note, 5th fret of B string, G, 8th fret of the B string, A, 5th fret of the E string, and C, 8th fret of the E string. Sounds kind of bland by itself, but when you start to melodicize this little fragment, it can sound very T-Bone Walker-esque. Very cool little position to use, and one lick I like to play in this position that's the start to many other classic blues licks is you can just start by bending this D note up a little smidgen to the E flat, and then go up the little shape, but go to the E and then the A. And that's the start of so many great blues licks. It's the start of that T-Bone one that I played. And even to a slow blues tune, that's a really cool little lick to be aware of within that position. So that's the first one, really easy to play and very cool, one that you probably already know, so practice that one. The next one, almost the exact same notes as the first one, but it's in like, you know, it's just moved up. We're playing it kind of around the 8th position, starting on the E note, on the 9th fret of the G string, then going to G, 8th fret of B, A, 10th fret of B, C, 8th fret of the top E string, and then D, 10th fret of the top E string. And it's just sort of the top half of a pentatonic scale again. But this one, it's very cool for getting kind of Albert King and Stevie Ray Vaughan style bends. So, you know, them big whole tone bends that they do. Very cool for doing that kind of stuff. And what I just did then, well, you can bend this this C note just a smidgen, because it gives that flavour of the C sharp, which is the 3rd of the A7. So it's kind of hitting that change a little bit, and just because you're kind of approaching it from a minor 3rd, it's just a really classic blues sound. It's just like if you're in this position, you go, but up an octave, and if you bend to it, it sounds really very classic blues sound that I'm sure you're all aware of. And you can either bend to it, or if you want to sound more jazzy, you can kind of do a little pull on and then pull off, like, you know, in that kind of way. So that's the second position, really easy to play, sounds great, loads of great bends, so experiment with that. The third one is actually just this exact same shape moved up 2 frets, exactly the same shape, so you don't really need to learn anything new. And this starts, just so you get the exact fingering, starts on the F sharp, the 11th fret of the G string, goes to the A note, 10th fret of B, B note, 12th fret of the B string, D note, 10th fret of the E string, and then E note, 12th fret of the E string. And this is referred to quite a lot as the BB box, and that's because it gets that sound immediately. So an instant BB King sound just from this little box position here. And it's particularly effective to use over the 4 chord in a blues. So what is the 4 chord? Well, here's the 1 chord, and then you've got D7 is the 4 chord in this case, and quite often you can have a quick change in a blues, so that's in the 2nd bar, or you might have the 4 chord happen in bar 5, so you might have 4 bars of A. And then it goes to the 4 chord there, and that's a really cool place to use this box position, because if you bend this B note up a smidgen to the C, that's the 7th of the D7. So it's kind of really outlining that change, and it's classic BB King to outline changes in a blues content, probably because he transcribed a lot of Charlie Christie and listened to a lot of jazz players when he was growing up. So that's a really cool bend you can do in this position. Another one is you can bend the E note up to the F sharp, bending this up a whole step, because F sharp's a 3rd of D7, and again you're just making that change when it comes to the 4 chord. So it's just a really effective way to use that little box position. So there you are, that's all 3 of these classic shapes. I hope they help you in getting some of the classic blues sounds under your fingers. I know they've helped me over the years. I mean, obviously, you know, it's great to limit yourself, but try and learn to improvise everywhere over the neck and have the entire neck available. But these are just 3 positions that are used all the time, and they're really worth checking out. So thanks for checking out this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you go to my Facebook page, a link should come underneath here now, hopefully, facebook.com/Jamie Holroyd Guitar. I give away a lot of free ebooks, a lot of free Skype lessons from me and other great blues and jazz guitar teachers on the internet, and there's loads of cool free stuff that I give away. I post loads of lessons there, other people's lessons, quotes, videos of cool players, and you can ask me kind of any questions you want. So go ahead and give that a like, and thanks for checking out this lesson again, and I'll see you next time.